What's going on, everybody? Pop Principal here with another Funko Pop review. Today we have Moon Knight, the Funko Shop exclusive. Now this is from the Disney Plus series. Moon Knight was portrayed by Oscar Isaac. If you have not watched it, I really enjoyed it. Thought they did a really good job. The only gripe I really had was the ending. I think they could have landed just a little stronger. But nonetheless, really enjoyed the show. A lot. Ethan Hawke and Oscar Isaac did a really good job, I thought. I was not disappointed whatsoever with those two guys. So, with that being said, and this pop is really clean. Not too much to mess up here. It's an all off-white pop. So, let's get right into an out-of-box look at Moon Knight Funko exclusive. And here we have a look at the Funko Shop exclusive Moon Knight with the two, I don't know what you call them, half moon daggers in his hand, standing pose. Now, very detailed pop, as you can see, all in the cowl and the cape. There is a bunch of little details, like he's being wrapped up, like a mummy is kind of the theme, I'm assuming, they're giving him. So you see the half moon on his forehead. Sorry, forgive me if you hear my phone ringing in the background. But anyway, you see the half moon on his forehead. You see all those little wrapping details in his suit. The only real coloring in this paint job of this Funko is the gold and the silver on his chest. All right, no, that's gold as well, and there's a little bit of silver on his chest. But every piece of gold is just the half moon being put different places on his suit, which I think looks really good. I think they nailed the head mold. I think they nailed the cape, the shoes, the gloves. Everything looks pretty precise and detailed, so I cannot complain at all. I guess the shoes are even a little bit more of a beige color, a very light beige color. So they got a few different colors in here, actually, compared to the Mr. Knight, which was pretty much the whole pop was the same color except for his batons. So really enjoyed this pop. Nothing you can mess up, really, when you don't have so many colors, and the colors that you do have are just in small little places. So very clean. I'm sure everybody's Moon Knight pop is probably clean. So and this is actually, I think, the Moon Knight versions from the Disney Plus show and the previous versions of Moon Knight, which are sky high, super expensive at this point. I forget where they came out. They were exclusives somewhere, but I actually prefer these over the Disney Plus versions over the previous iterations of Moon Knight. I think it looks really good, and it looks really clean, and it's the more updated body mode, so very dope. So let's get right into a comparison with all three iterations of Moon Knight from the Disney Plus show. And here we have a look at all three versions of the Disney Plus series Moon Knight. The Funko exclusive is on the far right, and he has pretty much the exact color palette, just a different pose as the glow-in-the-dark version of Moon Knight. I forget if that was an exclusive, and you can see the pretty drastic, quote-unquote drastic difference from Mr. Knight and the Moon Knight iterations, just being that they are more off-white, and even have the beige coloring in the shoes, and a little bit more gold accent, of course, than Mr. Knight. And we saw Moon Knight, I want to say almost every episode, if not every episode, in the Disney Plus series. So I guess that's the reason we're getting a few more modes of Moon Knight rather than Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight only came in one mode, but very dope looking pops. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all three of them, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, tune in. More to come, and Pop Principal out.